BYU at Oregon, another afternoon matchup, 3:30 p.m. Eastern time on Fox. Oregon, a 3.5-point home favorite at Autzen Stadium, where it never rains, and the Storm and Mormons of BYU coming into town, the Cougars. How do you see this one with a total around 57.5, 58?
Yeah, I like that it's 3 and a hook, because if you're going to bet BYU, that gives you a whole lot of confidence to bet that number. That's a good number to bet them at if you're on that side. BYU's fielding the best defense that they've had in years, but they're still not defending the run very well. They're 111th in the country in a rush EPA defense. But is Oregon good?
Right.
I don't know. I'm not really taking their 49-3 decimation at the hands of Georgia very. Not seriously, but I don't think that's the true Oregon team. It's a weird game to play. Georgia's the best team in the country right now. I don't think there's any dispute to that. And then they come home and beat up on Eastern Washington. They drop 70 on them.
Yeah, it doesn't tell us anything either.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in the same place as I was in the preseason with Oregon. I'm just like, okay, kind of have to see. I kind of feel like BYU moneyline is going to be the public play just because people are seeing them play well. They might really take into account that first game with Oregon and kind of fade them. And you can find a plus 155 at DraftKings, which does line up with the spread of 3.5 points. But it gets worse than that. I still kind of feel like that's going to be the public play, so I'm probably not going to give that much consideration. I do want that 3.5 point safety net just because Autzen is a very, very difficult place to go play. And Oregon's going to take BYU very seriously. This is a good team. So I'm probably just going to watch this for the entertainment factor. But it is nice to get that hook on the 3 because that's a really big difference in terms of push rate and points and cents that you're buying. So if you're going BYU, yeah, go ahead and bet the 3.5. And that's a line that has not moved so far.
Again, take it with a grain of salt, but at least some more information for you guys. ESPN's FPI has BYU less than 2 points better than Oregon. So you have to give Oregon a lot of home field advantage here to get to 3.5 as the favorite for the Ducks, for what that's worth. So I think that goes to Gibbons' point about plus 3.5 looking pretty enticing here if you want to back BYU. A friendly reminder here. Go ahead, Brett.
Sorry, I just want to talk about Oregon's power rating really quick.
Sure.
It's crashed. This team was like a top 15, top 12 in the SP Plus and the FPI and the FEI at the beginning of the year, and now they're down like in the mid-40s. So just keep in mind that is a drastic movement in power rating. I would call it an overreaction.
Interesting.
If we're being honest here, their defense is just loaded with All-American linebackers and 5-star talent. And Bo Nix, as much as he's not the world beater people wanted Bo Nix to be, like he's still a veteran quarterback with a lot of tools. So I think that the power rating on Oregon is a bit overreactive to their week 1 beatdown.
But is minus 3.5 too much? Like that's the hard question right here, because you're right. That definitely sounds like an overreaction on the power rating, but to cover 3 and the hook that's a big ask, right?
I agree. Yeah, that wasn't meant to be an argument in favor of Oregon. It
sounds like a stay away.
That's how I'm treating it.
Yeah. To see get some more information out of these two teams, and we kind of figure it out in future weeks here. But should be a fun one here. A couple of Mountain and Pacific Northwest teams.